Disclaimer: the following narrative is based on open source reports and public claims.
Before we begin, this video is created for informational and geopolitical analysis purposes. In active conflicts, information can change very quickly. Casualty numbers and event details may evolve as new reports emerge. This video summarizes early reports, military analysis, and the situation as it continues to develop. That night, the sky over Tel Aviv changed. Sirens screamed across the city, lights flickered, residents rushed toward shelters. Then Israeli military radar detected something alarming. Dozens of objects, moving fast, approaching from the east. Their trajectory was clear. These were not aircraft, they were missiles. Minutes later, the skies above Tel Aviv lit up with interceptor fire. But not every missile was stopped. Some got through, and when they hit, Tel Aviv shook. Explosions echoed across the city. Early reports began to surface, hundreds of casualties. And then a shocking number began circulating. Up to 800 people reportedly killed in the massive strike. If confirmed, this could become one of the deadliest attacks in Israel's modern history. This attack did not come completely out of nowhere. Hours earlier, Israeli forces had already raised their alert level. Intelligence agencies detected unusual military activity across the region. Missile movements, launch preparations. Then Israeli radar picked up the first signals, ballistic missiles, launched from long distance. Operators inside Israel's Defense Command Center watched the missile tracks appear on their radar screens. Dozens of missiles were heading toward Israeli territory. Air defense systems immediately activated. Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow. Each system has a specific role. Iron Dome intercepts short-range rockets. David's Sling handles medium-range missiles. Arrow is designed to destroy ballistic missiles high in the atmosphere. Interceptors launched. The sky above Tel Aviv flashed with bursts of light. Several incoming missiles were destroyed, but not all of them. The strategy behind the attack quickly became clear. A saturation strike. The goal was simple: overwhelm the defense system and allow at least some missiles to get through. The first explosion struck near the city center. The shock wave rippled through surrounding streets. Windows shattered. Car alarms screamed. Smoke rose into the night sky. Panic spread. Some residents ran for shelters. Others tried to help the injured in the streets. Minutes later, another explosion. Then a third. Within moments, several city blocks were heavily damaged. Apartment buildings were hit. Parts of structures collapsed. Debris filled the streets. Black smoke climbed above the skyline. Ambulance sirens echoed across the city. Tel Aviv had become an emergency zone. Rescue teams moved in immediately. Ambulances rushed from every direction. Firefighters battled spreading flames. Medical teams set up emergency treatment stations. Victims kept arriving, some with severe injuries, some struck by falling concrete and debris, others trapped beneath collapsed structures. Search operations began. Rescue dogs were deployed to locate survivors. Heavy equipment started clearing rubble. Hour by hour, the casualty count climbed. Hospitals began filling beyond capacity. Doctors worked nonstop. Then the most shocking reports appeared. Regional media began circulating an extremely high death toll. Up to 800 people reportedly killed in the strike. If confirmed, this would represent a national tragedy for Israel. An attack like this requires significant military capability. Iran possesses several types of medium-range ballistic missiles. Some are capable of reaching Israel from thousands of kilometers away. These missiles carry powerful warheads. Their explosive payload can weigh hundreds of kilograms. If a ballistic missile hits a densely populated urban area, the destruction can be severe. Military analysts also noticed a clear attack pattern, multiple missiles launched almost simultaneously. The strategy is straightforward. Overwhelm air defense systems. Not every missile needs to hit. Only a few must penetrate, and the damage can still be devastating. The strike immediately triggered a response from Israel. The national alert level was raised. Israeli military forces began preparing their next move. Fighter jets were placed on standby. Air defense systems were reinforced. Intelligence units started analyzing potential launch locations. Israel's military doctrine is well known. When attacked, retaliation usually follows. Large-scale airstrikes could be coming. Possible targets include military installations, missile bases, or strategic infrastructure connected to the attack. Tensions across the region began rising rapidly. The conflict between Iran and Israel is not a small one. Both nations possess significant military power, and both have allies across the Middle East. If the confrontation continues to escalate, a regional war becomes a real possibility. Other countries could become involved. Militia groups across the region could mobilize. And if that happens, this conflict could turn into one of the largest Middle East crises in decades. That night, the skies over Tel Aviv sent a clear message. This conflict is far from over. The missile strike may only be one chapter in a much larger story. The question now is simple. Was this a single attack or the beginning of a much larger escalation in the Middle East? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to keep following global conflict analysis, military developments, and geopolitical updates, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next development could reshape the balance of power in the region.